welcome to another video episode of my knitting podcast, the Knitting Indian podcast. I am Ivonne, I'm a knitter and sometimes I crochet. On this moment I have a little crochet virus. I tell you about that later. And today is it Monday, 13 November 2023. It is very rainy and gloomy in the Netherlands. It's really fall. I see the leaves falling from the trees. And I have, at first I have a fresh mint tea. It's really hot. I just made it. That's my, normally I've got coffees. I'm a coffee addict, but this is one of the drinks I love also very much. Fresh mint tea, and that's what I'm drinking on this moment. I put it down because it's really hot. What I'm wearing my Garter Marler vest. I knitted it this year. In my Dutch podcast I said last year, but it's this year. And I knitted it with all sock yarns. Two yarns held together. I saw this at first. It's a Stephen West pattern, of course. I love Stephen West. And I saw this nice Garter Marler cardigan with Jana from Finnish Knitting Stories. And then I thought, okay, I will make one too. And it's a really easy pattern. I think it was a really quick knit, not so long. I love it. So sometimes I forget to put it on because I'm here in the house and I wear old vests or old cardigans. And today I thought, oh, now it's a really good day. It's cold. It's the best day to put on your Garter Marler. So I'm really loving it. And sometimes I put it on with a scarf and then go outside without a jacket on. So that's what I'm wearing today. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Nice to have you here. I hope you like what you see and that you will stick around and subscribe to my channel. I live in the Netherlands. I'm a Dutch woman, mother of two adult children who still lives with me in this house. My eldest son is 24 and the youngest is 20. Yeah. Really. Or he's turning 20 in February. Yeah, that is it. Wow, it's really weird that I not know the age of my own son. But yeah, we live together with the three of us. The father of the children left 20 years ago with another woman. He thought he could get it better. So yeah, if you think that it's okay, no, it was not a nice period. But I'm a single mom for almost 20 years. I have a nice boyfriend, but we don't live together. He has also two children, and we spend time together when the children are all gone. So I have I think I have an ideal relation. So yeah, I knitted. I have since a few weeks, 6 weeks, I think, I have a new job at the supermarket. I really love it. It's really nice, cozy, nice people where I work with, nice people going, hoe zeg je dat in het Engels, langs de cashier. The customers are nice, so I love it very much. But it's 4 work days a week, so I have a little bit less knitting time. But after a few weeks, I think, I can knit a lot in the evening, so that's what I'm doing. And when I wake up early in the morning, I'm always going to knit at least in half an hour. on something so that my knit addict is that I start to knit, so that when I have to do other things, I don't think, oh, I want to knit. Now I think, oh, tonight I'm going to knit again. So that is what I'm doing. Most of the days I take a sip of my tea. The things I knit is mostly socks and shawls. That's what I like the most, and blankets. Garments like this is not what I. Yeah, maybe I will make another one or make a new cardigan, but I'm not a garment knitter. I'm mostly a shawl and a sock knitter and a blanket knitter. I don't know why I like the simple patterns. I don't like lace knitting. So if you don't like that, yeah, that's what I like to do. And so I will start today at what I'm knitting on, which sock. I have a scrappy sock. I think I showed it last time. I was here at the half of the heel flap, and I knitted this the past 2 weeks. I'm not in a hurry with this sock. This is the first one. I have knitted on Knit Pro's DPNs 2.25, 20 centimeters, and my cuffs are always 4 centimeters, sometimes 5. Looks a little bit what I'm feeling, and I did do 8 rows from every color. These are all scrap yarns, leftover yarns from socks I knitted or swaps I had, and I like to choose now the color groups. So this is all a little bit purple, pink and gray. And at first when I did a scrappy sock in the beginning, I did all the colors combining, and that's also okay, but now I'm a little bit fan of the color groups, so that's how it shows. Yeah, so I did the gusset. Is really neat. Sometimes I forget where I am, and then then I have to think, oh, did I do the increase, the decrease, or not? But this socket really is really worked really well. So maybe I will finish this sock this week, but I'm not in a hurry. As always, I knit a lot of socks, so maybe I try to finish this sock this month and start the other one in January, because we have Christmas is looking around the corner, and I want to knit Christmas socks, of course. And then I need my needles. I've got a lot of needles, but I've got a lot of socks on my needles also. So it's very important to put this away and then focus in December on the Christmas socks. So that's my first work in progress. Then I showed you last time the sock with the DK weight yarn from Lana Grossa. This is 8 ply. I knit this on 3.5mm needles, and I can't remember how many stitches I did. 44, I think. I want my socks not too slouchy, so 44 is a good for this kind of socks. But this sock I will give away to the girlfriend of my eldest son. She likes home socks, so this is for her. She doesn't. She knows that I will knit some socks for her, but she didn't see this yet. But I think she likes it for get your feet warm in the house. So the second sock I will cast on this week. I'm going to try, but I was busy with the mystery knit along last 2 weeks, so I didn't do a lot on this sock. But it's a really nice thick sock yarn, and it's really quick. If you want, you can do 1 sock a day. So yeah, lana grossa. Then the third sock I'm knitting on is I got yarn from a viewer. She dyed it herself with food. Hoe zeg je dat? Ja, like coloring with food. Verf. Hoe zeg je dat nou in Engels? Dye. Food. Voedingsdye. No, I don't know. Sorry. I hope you understand what I mean. She dyed it for me. She gave me a big skein of this. I have got 2 from this. This is 50 grams, and I got another one. And she gave me a lot of minis, 5 minis, 5 or 6, I think 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. These 2 I have to knit. So I thought I'd do 2 at a time. Socks, so that when I'm finished. Then I finished 2 pairs. But I don't have enough to do the whole sock, because I use it at first in my blanket. I do a square in my Coshi's Memories blanket. Then what's left over, I share it in 2. So I lay it on a scale, weigh it, and then I'm going to knit the piece. And now I'm at the point I can start the heel flap. So because I don't have enough, I'm doing the heel flap and gusset, or the shadow wrap short row heel. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use, in white, and the toe will be in white too, so that I think I have enough when I use this also for the foot, on the foot. But we'll see how far we come, and otherwise I will start the toe earlier with the white, and then it's a longer piece white. I think it's okay. So that's a nice sock on 2 socks on my needles. I like the colors a lot, and I like to do it 2 at a time. I bought the Chaigu needles, wooden needles, and I bought Clover wooden needles. I don't know which one is which. 20 centimeters, but this is really, yeah, it knits up nice, but it's not my favorite needle. Both of them not, but the Clovers are, I like the Clovers more than the Chaigu. And you have to be careful that you don't sit on your project bag, because I think they will break very soon. And this is also 2.25 millimeter needles. So it's a nice sock. I hope to finish them in November, because I want to knit Christmas socks, of course. So that is sock project number 3. And Saturday I went to my dad's house. Normally I did it on Tuesdays when I didn't work a year, but now I work, and thought, oh yeah, when do I go to my dad? He's alone. My mother passed away 4 years ago. So I thought, oh, Saturday morning I'm biking to my dad, and I'm taking always a sock with me. It's in this super nice folly bag from Birdie and Puppet. I love it a lot. And in this bag is my sock I have on my needles for a very long time, but that's okay. And this is the first sock. I started knitting this, I think, in spring somewhere. Don't know exactly the date. It's not important, I think. And this one is the second sock, and this is more like a sock I take along on the road. So I did this whole piece I did when I was at my dad's house. Normally I will do the leg 14 centimeters, but this one is 19. So this one has to be 19 too, and then I can start the foot. It's an even kijken die, oh ja, yeah. This is yarn from this brand online, Super Sock 4-ply 4-vach, and it's with viscose 35% wool, 30% viscose and 25 polyamide. And this is really soft. It feels really soft. So I think these socks will be very, yeah, very nice to wear. I did this, I think, on 72 stitches. This is a little bit too many now for me. But yeah, I did start them when I did my socks on 72 stitches. Now I'm doing my socks on a smaller needle, 2.25, and I use 64 stitches. Then there will be less slouchy. But yeah, I will finish this sooner or later. I don't know when. We'll see. I used the Shadow Wrap short row heel for this sock. So that is sock number 3. 1, 2, 3. Only 4. Sorry, I always lost count. Zip of my teetje. Yes, and then I had crocheted in my last video. I think I showed it in my last video, also in the English version. I showed a nice pouch I crocheted, and I used a tutorial from Tina. Tina is on YouTube and Instagram. She makes the most beautiful mosaic crochet blankets and shawls, and she had a tutorial for a little pouch for for your passport or for your whatever, or wallet, what you will do in it, what you will put in it. I will take the one from last 2 weeks ago. I think I showed it last time. This one I made a few back then. I made 5 or 6. I had the virus and I couldn't stop. It's so nice. And then I had a few 6 or so ready, and then I thought, yeah, what will I do with all the pouches? So I gave one away to one of my best friends. And this one is really neat, and it's really worked up really well. You have to practice a lot. She said it in her videos, practice makes perfect, and that's of course is so. And she uses Katona from Scheepjes for this. So this weekend because I told you about it, I felt like, oh, I want to make another one. At first I show you the ones I had made 3 years ago. This one is a really nice pouch. I use this a lot already. This is a little bit smaller for your one credit card or bank card. You can put it in here, take it away. This one I made from scrap yarns from the thrift shop. Use these also, and I buy the zippers, try to buy them in thrift shops, but my experience is now that the new zippers, this one is a new zipper, these are neater, stronger. So that's a tip maybe for you. This one came from the thrift shop. This one I made. This one is not really, it's not really tight. It's a little bit, it's a nice bag, but it's not, niet netjes. Hoe zeg je dat nou? This one I made, and the black one, this one I really used a lot a few, a year ago or so, with the orange zipper. And that is what she says in the video. It's really strong, so you don't have to put linings in. You make the embroidery, you embroider the stitches on your zipper, and from there you're going to make your pouch. So this weekend I felt, and I have a little one made. What is here? Voor de grap. This weekend I thought, I like to make a new one. And I had a nice brown cotton found in the thrift shop. And I made this piece. Also, the zipper is from the thrift shop, because I like this hand. Ja, hoe zeg je dat nou? Handvatje. But the zippers from the thrift shop are a little bit, yeah, not so tight, not so neat, a little bit fiddly. So if you want a neater one, you can better buy a new zipper. And she advises to do the metal zippers. Yeah, that was a tip. I didn't do it with all the bags, but okay. The metal is stronger, and this zipper I bought new back then. So it's a really nice work. You could she tells you per round what you have to do, so you can, yeah, what I say, you have to practice, of course. I always have a little bit the slip stitch. I think that's one of my things I don't I'm not good in, so I have to practice more. But I think I like this pouch a lot, and it's a passport form size passport. You have to, here in this pouch my passport fits in. That is what she advises to do, so you can you know where to stop. But when you think, oh, I want to stop here, of course you can, but in this one the passport fits in. And this is 15 centimeter zipper. That's what she recommends. So if you don't know that video, it's on YouTube. I will link it in the description box this time. Last time I would do it, but I forgot. So I will do it this time. So if you don't know Tina yet, I cannot imagine, because she's had a lot of followers, and I think everybody knows her, especially when you're a crocheter. So I thought maybe I will do a crochet along to make a pouch like this together. But when I do that, it will be in January. So if you like this idea, maybe you can give a comment and say, yes, Ivonne, I like that. I want to participate in this yeah, crochet along for your pouch. But we'll see. We'll see if that's if there are people who wants to do it with me, and maybe you made already a lot of these nice pouches. But I think it's a nice, yeah, it's a nice in between craft. If you don't feel like knitting or crochet long things, this is super nice to do. Yeah. Yeah, and then I knit a little bit on my gala shawl. It's not my priority on this moment. I think I was here last time. This is on the couch when I have a 10 or 15 minutes left and I have to wait. I will knit on this. So this will it's a long-term project. It's okay. I don't tell everything about it anymore, because I did it in the last 2 videos. So if you want to know the yarn, and it's the Gaelic shawl from Amy Palco, you can look it up in my previous episodes. Yeah, and then I felt like I want to cast on a new Vertices Unite. My alpaca version here behind me is so, yeah, it's such a good shawl. It's really soft. Everybody says, oh, nice, I like your shawl. So it went surprisingly well with the alpaca, drops alpaca. I had such many balls left over, so in the summer we did that knit along, and I thought, okay, I do it with my alpaca stash because I want to do something with it. And now I did. I think it's my favorite shawl at the moment, because it's the softest. Alpaca is a really good drape. This drape of this shawl is so good. Yeah, I'm very in love with that shawl. And I have a lot left of the balls, and I spoke about it last time in my previous video. So I casted on a new one in colors that are not my colors, but I'm going to make it for my sister, my eldest sister, because I like to knit Vertices and Unite. So look at this. Is it not on here? This is the good side. The right side, sorry. So I started it, but I'm not very far. It's a long piece. The first piece is a long piece, but it's a mindless knit. You have to, when I came home from my work, I don't feel like knitting on the patterns that I have to look in knit companions. So I thought I can knit on this easily, and socks and this kind of shawl. So this one I cast it on. I'm not in a hurry with this. I will see when it's done. Maybe take me a half year or 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I don't know. It's just a nice knit. So it's in my lovely bag I got from a viewer, from Bean. She made it especially for me with all the lovely colors. And the colors I use for it, in my previous video I showed you other colors, but it is going to be this. This is what it's going to be, greens, and from this color I have a lot. So the I-cord binder will be in this color, I think. Now we'll see how it goes. When I'm ready at the next section, I will choose on that moment what I'm going to combine. So we'll see what it's going to be. So that was my new cast on. If you see my weekly vlogs, you have already seen it, but my weekly vlogs are, the podcast is more has more views always than my weekly vlogs, but that's okay. If that's not your thing, I can imagine. So maybe this is new for you. Yeah, so I hope it's not too dark here. I think it's okay. I don't have a ring light or so. So I'm sitting in front of my window and I have to have it from the daylight, but it's really rainy and fally here in the Netherlands. So hopefully it's not too dark, but I think it's okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I want to talk about what I will knit with my advent calendars. I have got two advent swaps this year, and last year I made this really nice Fiddly Bits cowl. Oh yeah, that was the name. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so if you don't seen it yet, it's all from leftover sock yarn. It's a free pattern, so you can download it, and it's a really nice knit. I did every day my colors, and after Christmas, after Advent, I went along with other scraps and things I had. So this is my shawl from last year, my Advent shawl, and my planning this year is to make. I saw it with Ellie from Little Drops of Wonderful. She has a crocheted version of her Advent minis, but I will use the Advent swap for that. So I will make a crochet version, a triangle shawl, and I want to make them very big, and I don't know. I started at 1 December and I don't know when it will be finished, but that's what I'm going to do with my swap yarns, because I have a lot of I've got a lot of scrap yarns. I have a lot of swaps done this year, so I have plenty for everything. I make the blanket. Oh, that's on the other side of the bed. Wait. Yeah, and this bag I made myself from an old cushion cover. There lives my blanket in my Granny Stripes blanket. I'm also crochet this with scrap yarn, leftover sock yarn, or 4-ply yarn. And since the last video, in the last episode, I told you I didn't do anything about it, and then the day after I started it again, and it's such a nice mindless thing to work on. So I was here, and this is what I did the last 2 weeks. and I really love it. It's not, yeah, it has to grow at least 3 times more than this. But what I say, I have a lot of scraps, and so I crocheted this on needle 3, hook 3, and my granny stripes shawl that I will cast on 1 December. I will use hook 3.5, so that the granny stitch is a little bit looser than this, but it's a really, I love the colorfulness, so nice. Oh yeah, and last week I was sitting under my Coziest Memories blanket. I finished one this year, and at first this was one of the first times I used it. Oh, it was so nice. You see all the knitted squares and all the colors, and sometimes some squares have stellina in it. It looks so nice. So I was very happy to see that finished blanket on my lap. It was really warm and I enjoyed it a lot. So this will be in the future one of them too. One of the blankets on my couch. So that is what I did also this week. These 2 weeks. So nice, huh? Kijk. Look. And then I got the yarn from the customer, sorry, a viewer, for the socks. I made socks with it, and I thought, oh, I can make a square every day again in my second Coziest Memories blanket. It was hibernating on my bed for a few weeks, and now I felt Sunday, I felt like, oh yeah, I want to knit a square. Try to knit square every day. So I did 1, 2, 3, and 4 this week. Just from 7 days, I did 4 days a square, and that's okay. And then I used it for the socks. I showed you did I show it? Yes, I showed it. Sorry, I don't know it anymore. Sometimes I lost where I am. So this is my second Coziest Memories blanket, but this one I will only use hand-dyed yarn. I've got a lot of scraps from hand-dyed yarns and from socks I did, and so that's the rule in this blanket. Only hand-dyed yarn. I am doing 20 stitches this side, 20 stitches this side, and then the decreases in the middle, of course. Most people know, most people knit one, and if you don't knit one yet, it's a highly recommendable because it's a lovely work. One square takes me 3 quarters. So when I've got the time in the morning, I will try to do 1 square a day or a few squares a week. I'm not in a hurry with this blanket. It's a process knit. I love it. So nice, all these colors. Oh yeah, and that lives in my first handmade project bag. I made it 2 years ago, precies. And now I put a new drawstring in because I had just one, and this is better. And here are all the hand-dyed scraps that I've got. That's all. Couldn't you see it? This all have to be in my blanket sooner or later. So nice. So enough to choose from, and of course I get more and more yarn stash, so it is never done. So that is also one of my active knits this last 2 weeks. Yeah, and then we have, of course, the mystery knit along. I started it, of course, on the 5th of October. er een soortje van. And at first I thought, oh, I want to try to keep up with the clues, but I have a new job, and I thought, no, Ivonne, that's not doable. You have to enjoy the process, knit on it when you feel like it, and yeah, then you do 3 months or 4 months. It's not a race, of course. So I embraced my own pace. I love that is working. That worked for me this year. Last year I had a lot of knitting time and I did it in 4 weeks. And now I thought, no, it's not a race. It's embrace your own pace. It's you have to enjoy the process. So I did enjoy it a lot. And here I am. It's nearly done. I loved the clue 2. I loved the most. I loved the knit. I loved the drape of the knit. Clue 1 I used for the Penguin Yarns version, and that's I like it. But when I will do it again, I would choose the original Clue 1 part 2, the part that came out after all the, yeah, you know what I mean. But I didn't want to do it again, so I think it looks really cool. It's a little bit, this part is a little bit, yeah, how do you say? Yeah, because the stripes are not going along. I think it's een beetje rommelig. Of hoe zeg je dat in het Engels? No, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I like this knit a lot. I thought Clue 4 is really hard to do, but it's not. It's not hard, but it's really time consuming. Yesterday I did the second row of the dip stitch, and it took me 2.5 hours to do all the stitches, and then you have to go purl 2 to the back loop on the other side, and that took me also, I think, 1.5 hours or so. So I have to do 1 repeat, normal repeat, and then I start the red one with the dip 5, and then when that's done I'm going to cast it off, because I don't think I have enough yarn to do another light stripe. I saw it with Lisa with 72 stitches. She ended it with a light stripe, and I liked that a lot. So I will weigh my yarn. Maybe I will do another dip stitch. I don't know yet. But yeah, I'm very curious how it will look when it's done. I weaved in all my ends, but the ends of the last part of Clue 3 I didn't do yet, because I wanted to start Clue 4. I was too curious how it will knit up, and it's really nice. Yeah, I love it. So that's nearly done. I hope in about 2 weeks, when that is November 30th, I think, in about 2 weeks when my new episode is up, I hope I will wear it. So that's the goal, and then I knit it in 2 months, and I think that I did a really good job. Yeah, because I have less knitting time, I still managed to do it. So leuk. So yeah, that is my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, and it's nearly done. I don't mind the I-cord bind off. I did a lot of I-cord bind offs also on my blankets, and I think that's really mindful knitje. So I don't ziek knitting op. I think I like it. But blocking, that's the thing I don't like, because I don't have the room or the space to let it dry in a separate room. And then my cat is going to lie on it. So hopefully, maybe I'll go to buy a steam blocker. I saw that with Luna Sternit in her video. She had one, and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I will do it, and otherwise I tried to do it steam blocking with my iron on my ironing board. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this one is living in this beautiful bag I bought from Quilting Mika. She's on Instagram and she makes this lovely quilted bags. It's such a piece of art. I love it so much. It's a yeah, like a rice bag for 4 squares. It's very big. This is what I have left of the white, so I don't think it's enough for another repeat, but we'll see. The red I've got enough from, so that's not a problem. And this one I have enough from too. I can always use this one. No, we'll see. So that's where my shawl is living in. Yeah, I think I told you everything about the knitting. Yeah, just my plans for December. I don't want to have too many things on my needles. In December I want all just do the Advent knitting and Christmas sock knitting. That's my plan. The Virtues Unite for my sister, I will do that in between, of course, but I'm trying to not cast on new things otherwise than socks, Christmas socks, or my crochet triangle I'm going to start, and socks, Christmas scrappy socks. 3 things, they're not 3 things, yeah, 3 or 4 things. It's more than enough. And then in January I'm going to plan new things, and I have already one. I bought the yarn for it. I'm going to make for myself finally a shawl in my favorite colors. I always say I want a shawl in black and white, and now I thought I love the alpaca version so much of the My Virtues Unite. I buy new balls of alpaca. And these is the color palette I'm going to use. I'm going to use the red because I love red. Red, this is my favorite palette. Black, red, dark gray. So I'm going to make a new Virtues Unite in January for myself again with this yarn. So if you want, yeah, it's maybe nice to do. If you want to participate, you want to knit a Virtues Unite with not the most expensive yarn, you can maybe join me. This is alpaca from Drops. It's really soft and drapey. It wears really good. And my Virtues Unite is really big. I think it's good. Yeah. The yarn is very drapey. And I knit it on 3.5mm needles. So maybe you want to join me in January. It takes a while, but after Christmas, maybe after Christmas I will cast this on. Nice, the colors. So you need 5 colors, but these are 6. And I see on the go, I see how I'm going to combine the colors. But the first part you have to the first part you have to stripe. I like that a lot. It's a really nice thing in the shawl that when you wear it you see the stripes. So it's such a nice so nice to see. Okay, yeah. So and it's really easy to memorize because you have to increase, not every round, but with a certain color you have to increase, and you don't have to think about it a lot. So that's a really, I take my Virtues Unite. Ta-da! Okay, when you wear it, I'm going to talk about it a lot. When you wear, yeah, I have a little. Wait, I have to rip this back. It's from my zipper from my coat. When you wear it, when you use the stripes as he recommended in the pattern, it comes together so nice. I love it. So this piece, this is the biggest piece. The part 3 is in one color. I did it in one color, and this I did in one color, and then it all comes together so nice. So that's the tip from Flip, to use the stripes, because I think that is one of the nice things about this shawl. And the last piece I did in one color, and this I did in 2 colors again. So yeah, so my new Virtuous Unite for January will be red, black, grey and white. So if you like it, you can join me. I don't do a knit along, but you can join me to knit this shawl. It's really easy. It's a super nice knit. So that's what I did. Oh yeah, and then I had a coffee break at my work, and I saw the new balls from Lana Grossa, the Christmas balls, and in a blink of an eye, I ordered 2 balls. I was sitting after my break. I thought, oh, that was quick, Ivonne. You did buy 2 balls of yarn. So I choose this one, this Christmas yarn with the stellina, with the thing. I like it a lot. And I chose this one. This one calls the I forgot. I told it in a Dutch podcast, and now I forgot. Snowflakes. Oh yeah, these are snowflakes. So this one that's a really opvallend. This one has 60% wool, 25 polyamide, 10% acrylic. Normally there's no acrylic in, and 5% viscose. And this one has, both of them is 100 gram 4 plies, and this one has 70% sheer wool and 25 polyamide. So this is another hoe zeg je dat nou ook weer? Other samenstelling. Doesn't matter. But I liked this snowflakes effect, so I think I will cast this on 1 December. Oh yeah, and I am planning to make 2 Christmas project bags, and when I reach 600 subscribers, I'm going to give away 1 Christmas bag, also here in the English version of my podcast, and I will buy another ball of this or another one from Lana Grossa, and you get to win this. But you have to subscribe on my channel. Oh yeah, share it in your stories or people who don't know me yet, and then give a comment. But that's, I think, in the next podcast. I hope I will have the bags ready and make 2 bags for 2 podcasts, and then I will give away, in every podcast I give away 1 bag with 1 ball of Christmas Lana Grossa yarn, but I don't know which yet because I didn't buy it yet, so you see that later. This one's for me. So that are my plans for the few coming 2 weeks, and then when my podcast in about 2 weeks is online, the next day the Advent starts, so that's really nice. I do vlogmas this year, and okay, also in English. Last year I did it only in Dutch, but now I'm going to do it also in English, so it will be very busy with my work and so forth. But I think I will succeed, and when it's not and I think I will upload my videos at the end of the day and in the evening. I think maybe late in the evening. So but I'm trying to do every day a vlogmas. So that was it for the knitting and the crocheting. It's now rainy in the Netherlands. It is cold, I don't have to leave the house today anymore because I already did my groceries. So after this episode, the Dutch one I already taped, I can sit in it the whole uh, the whole afternoon. Yeah, the whole afternoon I can sit in it, so that's great. And this podcast will go up Thursday, and that is I think 15 November. So yeah, I will thank you for watching. If you don't um, if you don't subscribe yet, please do, and leave a comment if you like my videos, and I will see you in about 2 weeks. Thank you.